We are live. Wait a second. My my screen is frozen.
Well, unfreeze. All right, unfreeze.
Fun.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
So, am I on here now? Are you restarting it? Hello, this is Foxhole Comics. I was laughing at Nandor because he got nervous at the last at just the moment he turned on the stream and he didn't know what to do. So, hi, I'm Anthony. I'm the artist of Seasons, and we're just waiting. We're just waiting to get Nandor back because he's a writer. He's not into electronics and all this stuff. But I mean, neither am I. So lucky it happened to him. So, anyways, anybody here? Say hello. Anybody here at all? Oh, anyways, I got this green screen going, so that's the extent of the. No, I didn't have any mishaps. It was really easy to do this. So if I can do it, you can do it. And let's see here. Galactic Peace. Hey, Clay Howard, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Let's see here. I wanted to go to Seasons Volume 1 and 2. Wow, that thing is climbing up. So we have about 62 backers that we got from the in-demand for Indiegogo, about $2,800 in, and you can still get the book. So, I mean, look at this art right behind me. I drew that. That kind of art is going to be in the book. I'm only drawing like panels and stuff. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to be hundreds of pages of that type of art. Why wouldn't you want it? Let's see. It's so lonely here. Well, Nandor, come back. They're seeing this. What a lonely place this is without you. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, you can ask anything. Yeah, the hard copies are on Indiegogo. The hardcover's there. What's going on? Dude, what the heck? Trying to fix this. So Nandor is texting me. He's here by text. Let's see. Galactus Peace, why are you here? Just hang out. I don't know who you are, but I'm a comic book artist. I drew this stuff that's behind me in the video here, and we're here talking about Nandor's 100 subscriber celebration stream that was overdue, and I'm sort of like on the side here that I got stuck with this. I got stuck with hosting his 100 subscriber celebration. So I feel you. I wish I could show things. I can't. I don't have any control over the StreamYard, so I can't even like share the screen. Let me see here. Let me do some art. Let me see what I can share. I think Nondor is the only one that has control over that, but we're going to try because you can all tell I'm losing it. I am. Let's see if this works. Share screen. 2 monitors. What is that? What does that have to do with anything? Okay, I want to share that screen. Oh wait, here we'll do it like this. I gotta do the other screen. Come on. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, you follow me on the Bertaria app. What's up, man? Not familiar. I just clicked a link from Bertaria. Best wishes to you guys. Well, thank you for clicking the link and hanging out for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna share some stuff here. There we go. But wait, that's not being shared. See? Nondor can only be the only one that could do it. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and see if anything happens. No, it won't let me share. What a mess up here. Do. Let's see. Should I shut it down, Nondor? And then we'll re-up it? Or are you able to hop back in?
Hey. I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I things happen.
I have,
Oh man.
I have two people here came from the Bertaria app, hanging out, trying their best to tolerate me. I had no idea that you were going to leave me hanging. Usually I'm okay on the fly, but I was like, what the heck am I going to talk about?
Yeah,
one of the persons is like, Galactus Peace goes, I don't know why I'm here. And then I felt the same way. I was like, why am I here? Why was I here? But anyways, and I couldn't even share anything. I couldn't even do anything.
Yeah, I know. Like,
what's up, Be Good from the app as well? What's up, man?
Yeah, my computer just.
All right, we're gonna.
Yeah, my computer just crashed, dude. I don't know what that was all about, but
all right, we're gonna jump into this. We're gonna go right into the show. What is this about? Why should the people be here?
Why people be here? Because This is the celebration stream. 100 subscribers. We hit 100 subscribers actually about a month or two ago. We hit 100 really quickly, and
Yeah.
it's just been a while since we've been able to get together and actually celebrate it. And this is what this is all about. This is a chill stream. Just thanking everyone for subscribing to Foxhole Comics here on YouTube and watching the videos that I've been making and watching our live streams and all that.
I think
Really,
this calls for a song. Can you hear music on here? Like if I were to play, can you hear what's coming out of my?
I don't know. I've never tried that before.
Okay, let's see. This calls for a song, a celebratory song. Here we go. Can you hear it?
No, I can't. If you share your screen and share audio, yeah. So just be sure to share audio.
Share screen.
There's a little. It's on like the bottom left where you can check mark it.
Got it. Okay. We're gonna share screen 2, and then share audio. Oh no! Don't do that. Don't show that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show that. You're good.
Because I just realized I was like, well, actually, no. I'll share that. I'll share that screen.
Okay.
Let me see here.
I don't know if we might get a copyright
No,
strike.
it's
Oh, okay.
It's free.
Gotcha.
It's what is it called? It's copyright free.
Cool. Well, that's
okay,
good.
so share that.
Okay.
And let's see. So put that up. There's my son.
There he is.
That's my son. And let's see. Here's a celebratory song. Here we go. Tell me if you hear it, and put like a thumbs up if you hear it. Okay.
Okay. No. Did you share audio?
Yes.
Okay.
This is all going to crap. All right. Now
this is
enough.
Just like how it's supposed to go, I guess.
So we're gonna stop sharing that screen.
Yeah.
I'll put a screen up.
Man.
I'll share that screen so I can show art and stuff.
Okay.
But
yeah. I need to see. I had all this set up, and that's what I was worried about. I was worried about this crashing and then not being able to set anything up. See,
well, at least you got a like. Someone likes this thing. So
what's
going on here?
Okay, so yeah, that's what this stream's about. We're gonna have fun. There are a lot of things that I want to show off for backers who back seasons volumes 1 and 2 on Indiegogo, and then volume 2 on Kickstarter. These are some prints and some.
Well, tell the folks at home what seasons, because there's some people here that are just they don't no idea why they click the link.
There's a lot of people here.
Someone just said I clicked the link from Beartaria. I'm not familiar. Just click the link. So they're just supporting because they're awesome. Bears are awesome. They just support whatever. They're like, what did I get? What did I click on? They saw some guy in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, I like your shirt. I meant to say something about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's go through this. Okay, so Galactic Peace says, hey, what's up? And
I don't know if the Galactic Peace is here anymore.
I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Clay Howard, what's up? What's up, Clay? He's asking, is that on the Indiegogo, the hard copies? Yes. So that's a perfect segue. So Seasons is a graphic novel series that I'm writing, creating, and Anthony is working with me. He's the artist, and we're comic book creators. We made this comic called Seasons, and started off as a webcomic for the longest time, and then we launched a Kickstarter in 2017 for the first volume, and then
2017. Dang, dude.
Yeah, man. A long time ago. What's that? Yeah, 5-6 years ago now. And we just launched. So in between all that time, from launching that book, getting the first volume printed, and then getting to volume 2, we were working on volume 2, and things were really slow, but we finally we picked up the pace and got everything going. And then last year we launched the Kickstarter for season, and it funded. And then I was like, let's try putting this on Indiegogo, because there are a lot of people that came to us and told us that they're not really a big fan of Kickstarter or prefer Indiegogo or whatever. And so I was like, well, we hadn't had Seasons Volume 1 on Indiegogo, so this would be a great time to like introduce it to these people who are on Indiegogo and who like that. And so yeah, this is where's the book? Let me get the book.
I don't even have my book next to me.
So here is Volume 1, and there we go. And I am sick and tired of looking at this. I want Volume 2. So yeah, but for everyone who's watching, this is a hardcover. It's 100 pages. Volume 2 is going to be the same. It's going to be the same design. It's going to be hardcover, 100 pages, all that stuff. And actually, there's going to be some embossing and some spot gloss UV, or spot UV as they call it. So there's going to be some texture and some really cool stuff for Volume 2. But yeah, this was the first book that Anthony and I ever made, like in our career ever. Like working with other people, this was the first thing that we've ever done. So when we get rich and famous, this is going to be the biggest thing that everyone's going to want. So yeah, that's what Seasons is. And I have the it should be the link. Let me post it again in the chat. But if you haven't gotten Seasons Volumes 1 and 2, you can get it on Indiegogo, and I just put it in the chat there for people to click on and get. So yeah, it's on right here. Just go on Indiegogo, type in Seasons, Volumes 1 and 2, or just Seasons, and it'll pop up. And we've actually, since the Indiegogo campaign concluded, we've actually had quite a few backers still backing the book while it's been in demand.
It's been really cool.
Yeah, and, so like, yeah, we've gotten like $400 more in the last, month or so, just keeping it up on Indiegogo.
It's insane. Yeah. Like, and dude, like now since we put it on Archaven, dude, it's going to get almost 10,000 views.
Dude, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Because now you see the difference, what's happening on, so Webtoons, we had it on there for 2 years. And Webtoons is just a scrolling comic book. You put your comic book on there and you put episodes and you scroll. It's a scrolling comic platform. And so Arctoons is the same thing, but they have a better, what is it? It's more high definition.
Yeah.
They have a better layout, and it's
1080p.
Yeah. And it caters to just whoever the popular one is, basically. And it's just a whole new platform. So on Webtoons, which is more popular, reaches more people all over the world, and we've had Season on there for 2 years. We only got 1,200 views. 1,200 for 2 years. That's how bad it is to try to get noticed, to try to get on Webtoons. Arctoons, it's been how long they launched? I forgot when they launched. It was like let me see exactly. When did Arctoons launch? Let's see here. That was May 1st. May 1st. So it's been a month, and we have almost 10,000 views.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I have it up on the screen for everyone, and there's 9,600 views so far for the series. And
if you if you want to read it, if you want to check it out check it out for free, read a couple of chapters. Go there right now. Go to archaven.com /seat. What is it? How can I just put stuff? Can I just put a comment in here?
I think so. Yeah.
Or just copy the link and put it in the chat there, so people can go to it just to make sure, so we get a couple more views, and like it, and just give us the views, and so we could Yeah,
I got it. Dropped it in the chat there. So yeah. And a new episode drops every Saturday morning,
Yeah, dude,
Saturdays.
it came today, and dude, it was pretty crazy. Like, so they helped me out to make the episode.
Awesome.
And so I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, let's look at the latest episode here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like you go on your desktop, like I'm on it's on all platforms and formats, and it is high def and like um really paced well, and really cool. Panel by panel we go through here, and it's really like user friendly. I mean, it's like Webtoon, but a little different. And so if you read comics on Webtoon, this wouldn't be a big departure or anything, from what you're used to. And if you like this, yeah, definitely, keep up with it. Give us the likes and the views. And also, um, if you want, a different experience reading it. See, we're everywhere. We're on here. We're on Webtoon. We're on Macroverse. So you guys can download the Macroverse app and read it there. That's a sure way for us to be able to get paid for having it on another platform too. And Macroverse has been really good, and that's going to be where we're going to be showing Summer. Like
Dude,
on the first time. Yeah, and they've been working on that, and it's been looking
I sent you
amazing. Yeah.
I sent you all the files for the.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is good to go for there. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's really cool. So yeah, like Webtoon,
Dude.
Archaven, Macroverse, even Tapastic,
And Tabastic is ridiculous too, because Tabastic was on there for 2 years. I think we only got like 400 views. It was
Oh
like even
yeah,
worse.
yeah. It's really hard for people to find anything on there, especially when there's so much, and
Mhm.
um, and when the company or the platform that we have the comic on isn't helping you promote it or back it, it's like it's even harder for people to see it and to recognize it, and that's what, excuse me, that's what I really love about Macroverse, having it on there. Like, they do all these really cool grids on Instagram for us and all these great promos and all this really cool stuff that I think a lot of people, wouldn't have found it without that. Because we can only do so much, and that's something that we can talk about as we go on here on the stream about like getting ourselves out there and what that's like. And um, but yeah, this is a celebration. Like thank you everyone who's been reading seasons on any of these platforms and who's been supporting us and liking our posts on social media and backing it and all this, really important stuff that really helps us out. And um what's really cool is I'll be getting advanced copies of Seasons Volume 2 in a couple weeks, like less than 2 weeks. And I'm going to get them in time for a comic convention, my local convention here called Cosmicon. And I'm going to have a table, and I'm going to have Seasons Volumes 1 and 2 and my other book, Lifeline, and prints and all this different, stuff that people can purchase and get. And it's going to be a lot of fun. The first time I did this convention, I think I sold almost 50 books, and that was just when I had one book. That was Seasons, just the first book. And it was like I made more money in that weekend than I did at my job, working like a week or two. And so like it's really exciting to do these, and I can't wait. And there's so many people, and I haven't even been able to like share this with Anthony all the time because there's so many people that come up to me when I'm at these shows, because we've never been to a show together, who love it and who like read it that night and then come back the next day and talk to me about it and really enjoy it. And this for everyone who doesn't know, this happened recently where at the store that I work, the bookstore that I work at, I sell the books there too. And this like 17, 18-year-old kid came in and he was looking at it, and I was like, "Hey, you should read that. Like, that's a good comic. That's a good, you know." And then he's looking at it more, and I'm like, "Hey, that's actually, like that's actually like my work. Like that's something that I made." And um, he bought it that day, and he came back like a week or two later, and he's like, "This is the best comic that I've ever read, and like you are so cool. Like I can't believe that I know you and that you work here, and that you're someone I can talk to." And shout
Yeah.
out to him. And he bought Lifeline the other day too. I was like, "Hey, you should read this other book that I made too." But it's
Another
things like
one?
that and experiences like that that keep creators going and keep me going when people come up to me. I remember the first year I did that convention, this girl read it that night, and like the first day I was there, and then came back the next day, and she was like, "I was crying all last night. Like it was such a good book, and like it was so good, and all this stuff." And but it was really cool. Like I was like, man, like that's awesome. When you reach people with your art or your work or whatever, just makes it even better. But so yeah, I cannot wait. The next stream that we do, I bet we'll have copies of the book.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I know we're gonna like when I get the advanced copies, we're gonna do an unboxing stream or
Yeah.
whatever, whatever we
Yeah, do it.
can
Just
look at
record,
it.
yeah,
And
record it, just record you unboxing it,
yeah,
and then we can play it on the stream or whatever. That'd be
yeah,
cool,
that'd be so
or
cool.
just stream it or whatever you're gonna do. That'd
Totally,
be really
yeah.
cool.
I know.
But
It's like it's when I get the package, I'm not gonna want to like set up all my streaming stuff. It's like I'm gonna open the box
right.
and like get ready for it and
But
stuff.
dude, I
But
was like looking at the dates and I was like, okay, like the dates of when I started certain pages. I started drawing summer back in 2018. We started right after
yeah,
we were done with spring. We started drawing summer,
yeah,
and so we ran into some. Just it was just slow, and then it was like running into problems where I wanted to. I almost stopped doing the book,
yeah,
and then
right.
I remember we had that big discussion on the phone, just like I'm like, no, I'm gonna get off the book. I remember I was so determined to get off this book because I was like, I need to work on something else. Like it was like this need to work on something else. And then after that, like it was like I don't even know how long it was. I think it was like a few months later. I have
Yeah,
no idea. I forgot what it was.
yeah. I think it was a few months. I think I remember I said like, why don't you just like sit on it,
Well,
and
you said that to me first, and I ignored you. I was just like, no.
yeah.
I was determined to get off the book. It was like I was breaking up with a girlfriend. You wouldn't stop. Like you wouldn't just let me go. And so so anyway, so I was determined to get off the book, and then you finally relented, and you said, okay, fine. Well, you just finish out this, and then as I was trying the book, when I got to the end of the issue, it just sort of dawned on me. I was like, but anyways, all this other stuff. It was like prayer. It was like there was prayer. There was some deep thought about it. I had some. I was looking at the books. I always have Season Spring next to me when I was
Yeah,
drawing. It was always there. And whenever you sit there and you look at it, because this is one of those things, it's like, okay, well, if you're drawing something and you're writing or you're doing comics and you're doing a project, you're doing something, okay? And, that guy that just was floored about just knowing you because you created this book,
hmm,
I get it. Like, I go, like, it's that same feeling when you made this thing, you go, it pumps you up, it energizes you, it gets you
yeah,
back in the zone. And I
yeah.
always kept looking at that thing and I was like, I don't want anybody's grubby little hands on this book. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want anybody messing this up. If it's gonna get messed up, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna, I'm not a great letterer. I'm not a great, like, I don't know. Like, I'm learning as I'm going along. A lot, like what I'm doing. But before I did Seasons, I was learning a lot before I even dropped when I started working on Seasons. But
Yeah.
I've learned so much working on Seasons, and And there's something about, and this is another thing that artists do, that I found out. I always discover stuff. I was listening to one of Chuck Dixon's streams. He does a whole series called Ask Chuck Dixon.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
So I would just say those are all on YouTube. Go look up Chuck Dixon, check out his channel, and just watch it. I've seen every single episode. I've just like watched it, rewatched it, listened to stuff because they're just fascinating, history and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, he'll talk about collaborations. He'll talk about artists and all that kind of stuff and the things that they say and do. And what the funny thing is that, so this was like, I think it was like a lettering thing, or it was about letterers. It was about, and so it went into how the artist, how they work. It's like how they work on things. They don't read the entire script. They work on the page, like whatever page one is, they work on page one. They don't read the script. They just draw. They read the script as they go along.
Yeah.
So they draw a page and then draw the next page. That's how I've been doing seasons. That's how I do seasons. Like I've been doing seasons. Right. And then the last issue, like the last thing, I decided to read the whole thing and go to the end. And then that helped a lot because I jumped around to different pages I wanted to draw, and it was a lot more fun to do it that way. But so anyways, the point is that it motivated me to get back into the book because I liked where it was going. I liked what I was seeing. I was like, and then a culmination of just like, I don't want anybody else to touch this book.
Yeah.
And so I had to do a lot of repenting. I had to go like crawl back to Nandor. And it's like, I just go like, I'm sorry, Nandor. Please forgive me.
Yeah, and I was like, no, like there's no.
I found another guy. He's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, can you show the art of the original artist that worked on seasons before me?
Man, I don't know if I have.
Oh man!
No, I don't know if I have those like ready right here. I can check real quick, but let me see.
I thought you were going to say you don't have them anymore or something. But if you can locate those,
I would. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because man, that was some bad. I don't know. I don't want to like crap on them. It wasn't what I wanted. So yeah, I think I have it. On one of my.
So because what I want to do is I want to show some season stuff right now.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Let me.
Yeah, and for everyone watching, say hi in the chat. Like, let us know you're there. Also, if you have any questions for us, this is a perfect time to ask writing questions, art questions, questions about the book and, where it's going or what we're doing, things we've been up to. Definitely be a part of the conversation. I want to hear from you and hear your thoughts. And when we show off art and stuff, like, let us know what you think about it. But yeah, I remember looking back on when we first started posting pages for summer on the website. It was like late 2018, and now it's 2021. It's been a while, and a lot of that was kind of that hiatus we took. I remember posting a blog post on the website and saying, hey, we're going to take a hiatus. There's some stuff that needs to be worked out, and we'll get to that, later on. And then eventually, when we were ready to start issue 6 of the second act of summer, that's when we were able to start getting a better flow going in 2019 and then into 2020. And really, this last issue, which was a double-sized issue, was completed like as we were doing the campaign or the campaigns, and then just recently. So it's like that's something that we can see just how much progression has happened in the last year or two from where we started, and then that's what's going to make having the book and seeing it, flipping through it, all the more crazy. Because I know we did spring like pretty quickly. I mean, it was like we started in 2016 and we had the book out at the beginning of 2018. It like took a year or something like that. But
yeah, and it seemed to be about right. That was like a good amount of time, and then summer took 3 years.
Summer
or something.
Never again. That's
that won't happen. Yeah, that won't happen.
That
again.
won't ever happen again. So,
so the next book, we're going to delegate. We're going to make sure, because I don't want to format. I don't want to do any of this again. Like at the end of the book, I want to hand it off to a person, and they're going to do all of it. Like they're going to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And because we have different plans for fall.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about doing that, and I think that that's a really cool idea.
Which to be announced.
Yeah, to be announced, right? And so but the whole history about this, like starting this whole thing to get to this, like where we have right here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, style wise, I'm really trying to like find myself in this whole thing. And I think really summer is like, I mean, towards the end of spring, I was finding it. I was like discovering what I really kind of want things to kind of, it didn't like veer off from the beginning. It just was like, I have a consistency going on. I have a look of seasons that I like. And I think that towards the end of spring, I really, really did find it. And I really honed it in on summer. Summer is like the ultimate of all that I've ever accumulated as an artist is there. And so, and it's not even like all action stuff, dude. There's so many slow down scenes, like just talking.
Yeah.
That are just like, how am I going to do this differently every page?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to make it where it's just, it's because sometimes people don't move the camera around.
Yeah.
I'll look at other people, like their art and stuff like that. And again, you don't want to crap on artists and stuff, but I mean, like, it's just like the craft. There's no craft there.
Yeah.
Like you want to you want to show, the craft, like you have something. Like it's like you're not these people. Sometimes you're not terrible artists, but there's just like, moving the camera around. Like where's your eye? Like you're make it cinematic and move your camera around in different ways. And
it's like you're not a bad artist, but like how's your storytelling skills? Like that's a whole other like you might be good with technique or like with detail or whatever, but it's like how you're directing the scene or angling the scene is all the difference to it, for sure.
But I was going to say that you're the artist. Did you find the art?
No, I didn't.
Oh man!
I think it's like I said. I think it's on a different flash drive. I tried
panel.
to wipe it. I tried to wipe it away from my memory.
Because I was going to show you. So the screen share that I have right here.
Yeah,
that's the page. So if you look at one page, so this is the second page we worked on ever.
That's right.
Second page.
Yeah.
And also, like, what's up, Learner Bear?
Hey,
man, I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, great to have you here, man. Awesome.
And Ryan Wynn.
Ryan Wynn. Yeah, Ryan is a great guy. I did an interview on his show during the campaign for Seasons, and that was one of the best times that I've had on a live stream talking about the book. And he's an inker, and he has his own book. It's by Alterna Hammerella that's on Indiegogo right now, and that looks like a freaking great book. So everyone, go back Hammerella on Indiegogo.
Nice. Okay. I have to check that out. So
yeah, exactly. That's a perfect example of like, let's see here, of like where you started in the first book, and then
this is at the end of the book.
Yeah, to the end of the book. Yeah.
And you see like it's like this is cool. Like I took a picture of this is a street like just like right outside my apartment. I took a picture on the street there, and this was really funny about this page is that I had to redo it because I had it where we can see like it was the
it was the opposite
continuity
side of the street. Yeah.
Right. So where he was running from, he like this is the proper direction, but I had it to where he was pointing the other way, and we can see the street. Because I wanted to add all these details. We can see across the street. We see the cars. We see all this stuff. And I was like, but anyway, so I had to redo the whole thing. And this is when I was learning how to use a lot of the effects. And so you see like this sort of coming off like really like a crystal shard in a way.
Yeah.
It looks really kind of stiff a little bit, but it looks fine. It's fine. And he's just sort of just coming out of him. Like he's just, there's the shadow self. He pops out. And then this is at the, towards the end of spring where the big battle happens and he's getting sucked back in. And I learned how to use all these other effects and everything else. And it just came off looking a lot like a lot better. This was the direction. So Nandor was, wait, what did I just do?
Hey, Bane Bear, what's up?
Oh, Bane Bear, what's up, man? Yeah, Bane Bear is, he's always commenting on my stuff. He's always liking my stuff. He's always posting stuff on satire, and it's always very funny. So I'm glad I followed him. And he's a good bear. What is it? So what was I saying? Oh yeah. And so when I was doing, I did it again. I'm clicking the wrong page, the wrong screen. So this page right here, like I was trying to be a little bit more dynamic. And I think at the time, because, you know, we just met and everything, and you had a specific way you wanted to do this. You're like, you wanted to do a side view, and I wanted to do this view. This was the view actually of what I wanted to do for this page right here, page 25. That's what I wanted to do. And so I finally got to do it. Like I wanted to have this guy pop out, but that's good. It was good. It's fine. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's good that we did it this way on page 18 here, right? Page 18 for issue 1, and then issue 4, page 25 ended up looking like this. This was fine because it looks a lot better when he's getting sucked back in. And then
I think the angle works for that, you know. With getting sucked back in.
And you look at it too, dude. It's like he's on the opposite side.
Yeah, right.
Huh. Dude, we have all this like symbolic.
Yeah.
Like if you go around the book, which I'm not going to tell everybody. Again, they have to figure this stuff out. It's going to mess with their heads, just like a David Lynch film, where does these things, you know, does this correspond? Dude, there are things that correspond with season spring and the last issues, or with even season summer that you can, you know, pinpoint back and forth certain things. And so I just noticed that too. It's like the things that we end up doing, in the script, unknowing, like I just flipped it like this, where he's on the opposite side and he's coming out and then he's going back in. It's a little things like that. But again, there's not any significance. It's just, that's just something. These are things that just happen.
Ryan says, always act like that stuff is planned.
Right. I know, that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh man, there's so many things that Nandor and I were like, wait a minute, dude, we just, you know, like we were like, people, this is going to blow people's minds. Don't, you know, it's like basically don't tell anyone that we just sort of didn't know we did that, you know. That's yes, Ryan.
Yeah, I think
we understand.
That's been some of the most rewarding aspects of doing this is looking back and going, how did we do that? I was looking back on the scripts for volumes 1 and 2, and
let me see the hands. You see the hand?
Oh yeah. Right.
Sorry. Go. Yeah. Go.
Oh, that's cool. No,
There
that's
is a
cool.
link. I'm telling you, dude. It's like unconsciously. It's like there's just something with this storyline that we go
Yeah,
back.
it's just it. Yeah, we're the ones to tell it. I think that's also the the crux of it all too. Is like I
Oh,
don't think.
dude. And then there's like a montage right here,
Yeah.
and then there's a montage here. It's like it's these are all montages, both of it here, like telling time as it's going. Anyways,
Right. Right. No. But yeah, I was just gonna say when I was looking back on the scripts, even for fall and winter, like I wrote things
dude,
in
everything's falling apart for him right now. Look, and everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep messing up with your thought, dude.
No, that's
I'm just
okay.
like,
No,
this is gravy, dude. This is like,
I love that. I think that's awesome. I don't know. I don't think I'd noticed that before.
he's like, um, holding the light in his hands.
Yeah. Two characters standing
And the
opposite
light's
each
coming
other.
down. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
It's just like this is the first issue and stuff, you know?
Right. Yeah, comparing the first and the last issue of
Yeah.
Spring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just going over the pages, and yeah, but
yeah, like when I was looking back on cuz I was
yes,
saying
Nandor is a glober. I'm just kidding.
yeah, right. Yes.
This was before. Anyways, but yeah, go on.
When so I wrote seasons, like the entire series, in a span of probably a year and a half. So like 16 issues, like all 4 volumes. And I was looking back on uh, what I had written, and I was like, because everything that I've written since then, with Lifeline and then Manchild coming up, um, I've been in a different headspace. I'm a different person. I've grown a lot in the last few years from writing seasons, but I was looking back on seasons, the scripts and stuff, and just how much that I had, like, all my output that I was that like, and
Mm.
how fast I was doing it, and how it was like flowing like out for me, and I was like, I don't know how I wrote this story. I don't know if I could have. I don't know if I could write it right now because I'm just a different person. And so, just 5, 6 years back, looking back and going, um, like, who was this? Like, who was this person writing this story? And it's been really. I feel like I'm rediscovering it and rediscovering new things with it in that have made me a better writer now, like looking at the stuff I'd done before. And then also, um, when I go through the newer scripts, like right before I send you them, and we start working on the next issue or the next book, um, I edit things and I tweak things a little bit because I am a better writer now, but I had just so much like output back then compared to now. And
Right.
I mean, I wasn't working full time. There was a lot of things. I didn't have as many commitments and responsibilities when I was writing this story, so it was just kind of like boom, like getting it out. But now it's completely different. That's on the right there. That is still one of the greatest shots I think we've done for for the entire series. I love that. Like, it's because it says this has to end, and
Yeah.
like there's just this swarm of the shadow selves, like right in front of him, and I love the way Fletcher's just kind of standing there, like, oh god, like, here we
Dude,
go.
it looks so sick, dude. Like with the halftone there and everything.
Yeah,
It's just like
yeah,
when I finally discovered that, when I discovered that I could use those things and make it look like really cool. I mean, like, man, it just everything just sort of fell together so perfectly. This is like
yeah,
seasons, dude. I mean, like, this
right,
is the way this looks, man. And yeah,
yeah, and just that
what's
panel
up?
there, the like second panel, yeah, in that
This one?
well, actually, in the So in the bottom, in that second panel, Fletcher like looking behind him and like his face and like just how there's no background, like that's perfect because it's just like this shock, you know. So dude, we got a question from Learner Bear. Nandor, do you mean you change as a person or change as a writer or both? Really both. I mean, like the way that I like having grown up, like because I wrote seasons right out of high school and kind of when I was entering college, and then and that was about when I was like 18, 19, and then being 24 now and just having had more experiences, and I think writing all of like how much that I've written since then, and how much that I've been able to hone my craft and think about writing in a more technical way, because seasons was like both for Anthony and myself was like our first adventure into what it means to make a comic. And now that it's like we know how to make a comic even more so, the way I think about a page turn, like I never used to think about that as much as I do now, or revealing something or having like when does a moment just need to be one panel, or should that be a 2-page spread, things like that. Like there's so many different things that I think about now as I've read books on writing comics and as I've watched interviews. Like as I was writing seasons, it really I knew what I was doing and in the story I was trying to tell, but my all the ins and outs of like what the terms are and like how this works, like I don't exactly know how I knew how to do this because I'd never done it before. It was just diving in without a life jacket and just being like, let's see where the wave takes me. See, we got Baneberry's got to go. Lots to do tonight. This was fun though. Be well, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Later, Banebear. Always a pleasure.
See you later.
Bye, dude.
Come back when we got some books. Yeah, that's a great shot right there. I love that. I love the way you made the diamond sparkle.
I went right into there, dude. I'm like,
you did.
How much detail I did that. I made her butt saggy. What the heck is wrong with me? I try to get the butts look good. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, this page, I was like, oh my God, it took forever. This page right here, I remember that because I was like, you're like, show this, and you got to show this and this panel and this panel and this panel. I'm like, oh my God. But it was just like, I remember there was, that's what I wanted to go over. It was like, we go through the pages and I go like, oh, this is when I was like on an off day. This is when I was like, whatever. This is when I was mad at you. It was like things like that. But
something I want to do. And I think I want to make it live stream shows. I don't think I want to record these, but what I want to do is a like seasons commentary series where you and I go through, like each episode is like an issue and we talk about every page and we go through like what I was thinking, what you were thinking, and we just go through the entire issue and talk about that. I think that would be like really fun, and because I bet there's a lot of stories and a lot of things that we don't even know that how we like synergized on and how it all like worked out together. And like that page there, I remember we were trying to figure out, okay, how do you make something look like it's turning off in a comic? Yeah, and we were like, okay, we can have the lettering that says,
put off.
Yeah, we'll just put off, and I think that makes total sense.
Like, that's all we did. Like,
yeah, like it's different. I think it's different when you show something turning on in a comic. I mean, it's a lot easier because it's just like it's dark and then it goes, to light, and you can just tell that, hey, this is turning on. But when you're turning something, off and on at the same, same page at the same time, I remember that being like a little hiccup and like, why is this so hard to like figure out? Because it shouldn't be this hard, but it's little things like that that you don't take in account for.
Yeah, that was really funny because I was just like I was listening to. I mean, manga does that stuff all the time, and so I was like, you know what? Let's just make it easy. Let's just do this because people are either they're gonna get it or not. But if we want to just, it's like sometimes it's like, what do you do? I mean, it's like, am I treating the audience like an idiot, or am I what am I doing? I mean, am I so not sure that they're going to go to this panel? Because when the formatter for the webtoon, when they did it, when they put it on there, they thought the next panel, they mixed the panels up. That basically where it says off, it went after another thing or something like that, or it went on. Like they didn't know where to go next. And I'm like, I understand that. But I think that was the only other little hiccup. But I was like, I don't know. I just didn't know what to do. Yeah. And these are all drawn, by the way. These are all hand drawn.
Right. Yeah.
I just went into Clip Studio Paint, and then I just added like the effects here. I did all that, and this is all drawn. So I was always on the fence about, am I going to draw this thing or am I not? But it just had to do with time. It just had to do with time. I don't have enough time, and certainly was not getting paid enough to do what I wanted to do. But I could have drawn it. I just was bad with scheduling. I was just really bad with time.
Yeah.
I was not very good at that. And this is like one of my favorite pages. And I wish I did a different house. I selected this house just because it looked kind of cool, but I'm like, he's looking at a house because he's like, because he's thinking of his architectural or his he loves it for its architecture. But I don't know. I wish I chose a different house. I always look at this and I'm like, afterwards, after I was like, I got more into like mud flood stuff, where like in architecture, old architecture and stuff like that. Once I got into that, I was like, oh man, I could have just gone through that and found something like stunning, like something crazy. And then I did it again, and I did it again in a later page where I was like, I made this church, this like modern day looking. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I put that in the book.
I know what you're talking about. I like the look of that church.
I know. I mean, it's not bad. It's just like, wait, is it in this page? No, it's in issue 4. It's in issue 4. Yeah. Let me go to issue 4 real quick. Here we are. So issue 4, right here.
Yeah, right there.
And it has that weird symbol. So everything has some sort of thing that's going to be linked later on, kind of thing. But this, I was just, but I didn't. It looks too alien. It doesn't look like. Okay, but anyways, this was me at the time. I was like, I thought that was cool. Yeah, but this looks like an alien church. It doesn't look good. It looks too modern.
It's like a Scientology church. Or something.
Yeah, it's like, what is that, dude? What is this? I remember you said make a weird symbol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now we got to go back and use this symbol, right? So now,
I mean, it's
fine. It's fine. Yeah,
Yeah, meant to really,
You see how they're leaving? Leaving this church, and what is that? You know what I mean? Like, I just wish I you know what I mean? Anyways, but I look back at that. That's my mistake. So now everything else with architecture is going to be completely different. Completely different.
Yeah.
So that was really funny. And then this right here, this is always what's bugged me too. I don't know. I don't know if I ever told you this, but him right here, he's supposed to be like 13.
Yeah.
And he looks like a man. See his arm, like you see his arm here? Because I was drawing myself. I took a picture. This is a picture.
Oh, I see.
And I hand drew this whole thing. Hand drew. Yeah, this is all hand drawn. Yeah. And so I took a picture of myself, and instead of making the arm a little skinnier, I didn't do it. All right, Ryan. See you later, man.
See you later, Ryan. Thanks for tuning in, dude.
It looks like an arrow pointing to the middle. I don't know what I did, dude. I don't know what I was thinking. It is like it's like
it almost looks like a sword, like a sword that is like energized.
Yeah.
But no, I like it. That's what I mean. That whole 2-page sequence there, when you flip it open in the book, is just like incredible.
Oh, I know. Yeah, this is awesome. Like this whole
Yeah.
2-page thing. Yeah, this is really cool. Like this was fun to do because of the angles and stuff. Like when he's playing with his toys, I got to put down all my toys. So I got to put Goliath.
Awesome.
I got to use this is the Ninja Turtle van right here that they had in the series, and then there's He-Man, and then there's Godzilla, and then just some random jet. I forgot what that was from. I don't remember what that was from. And then I sort of fish-eyed it and stuff, and it was cool.
Yeah.
So I put all my toys. I had all these toys. These are the toys I had, and I put them all down, and I took a picture and whatever, and I was like,
"Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, I don't know where they are now, but
you still play with them?
Yeah. And then here, look, dude, it's supposed to be like a kid, and he looks like a man. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I
see what you like.
See, he looks like a man.
Yeah.
But he's supposed is he like 18?
He's getting older 18? There. Yeah. Like as we go over there, that's like late teens to early 20s. So like you're getting closer and closer to how we see him as in the book.
Dude, this is actually pretty cool the way I did this. I'm just looking at this now again for like the umpteenth time, and I'm just like really looking at it.
Yeah.
I like the way I did this whole thing. Sorry about your wall.
Yeah.
So stupid.
I love that. No, I love that.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
It's so
yeah.
And then this is when I was like, I got to stop doing so many detailed backgrounds. So I was like, whoosh, I just started doing like it's a dream, all right? It's a dream sequence. And then I was like, let me mess around with light. Okay, let me do this. Like he's in his room, and I was like, I got to be more inventive instead of drawing out every little detail. I got to I was like, let me mess with some lighting here. Yeah. Anyways, so what were we talking about? Why did we go into this? I forget.
I think we're just kind of going down memory lane with how you've progressed from beginning to where we are now, and just how much Summer, it's still you, but how different it is too, and how much more is at your disposal now, and how much that you've learned since the beginning, since we started this in 2016. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's still pretty sweet. I mean, like this was like hand drawn. Everything was hand drawn, inked, and everything. And then I did everything digital eventually. And so you look at this page, let's say like right here, right? And then let's go to Summer. We'll go to issue 7. It's gonna have words. Oh wait, I should do something like what's like an action one? Let's see. I see something a little bit similar. Like this is like an action scene that I drew out, and this is hand drawn, so that's what's really cool about it. And then now another action. Now this is the other action scene.
That's right.
That was sick. Like it's just like totally different, dude.
Oh yeah.
It looks totally different. Like look at see the texture? You just see the texture.
Yeah.
All that there, his head's popping out. Look at his fist popping out. Everything, dude.
Oh yeah. That's gonna look so good in print.
Dude, I can't wait to see how it's gonna look.
Yeah.
It's so sick. And then this whole thing with the ladybug.
Yeah.
It just gets crushed.
And you know what's cool about the ladybug? We can play with this a little bit too. in a Lifeline, that's what a chapter is called in Lifeline is Ladybug. So that's pretty.
You see, it's
pretty cool.
all connected. Like,
yeah, it's all. I have my own Stephen King universe going on here. But,
and let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see another like enemy / kind of duel here or whatever. So you have like. Well, actually, we don't want to see. I don't even want to see that scene yet.
Yeah.
But hold on. Just things like this, just like. like
oh yeah. Dude.
Oh man.
Freaking sick.
But dude, like, look at him.
Look at it. yeah, man.
Oh, it's so cool, dude. Am I a monster to you now? You know, it's like it was so good, dude. It's just the lines, man. It was just like it was fun. It was fun drawing these pages.
Yeah. Everyone get ready. That's like everyone. I think people that enjoyed spring. I think you're gonna love summer even more, and I think it's the best thing that I've done. So I think everyone and that you've done. I think everyone's gonna see that. Learner Bear says the panels are like stills from a film, so dynamic.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's it's like film is where I got a lot of my understanding basically about placement and all that kind of stuff. I watched a lot of movies. It wasn't a lot of comics. It's not comics till later.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at like Joe Kubert and Jack Kirby and Alex Toth and Wally Wood and Owen Fitzgerald and the list goes on and on.
Yeah,
all these artists that I just never knew. And then I started reading. I told you I started reading Thor, and I was looking up the arcs. One of the arcs was the Mangog.
Yeah.
And dude, I was having nightmares about the Mangog.
Oh man,
it didn't. It was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous because it was just like this impending doom. He was coming, and there was no stopping him, and no one could stop him, and everybody was accepting it. And Ragnarok was going to happen, and it was all that kind of stuff. Before that,
right? Man, that's awesome.
But you've read that before, right?
No, I haven't read that particular story. Yeah,
so it's issues of Thor 154 through like 158 or something.
Okay.
Whatever the internet. So just look up the Mangog, and then there's another one I want to try to find, which was the Search for Galactus.
Oh yeah, Thor. That's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't know what panels they are, but Stan Lee, dude, man, that guy could write, but
dude,
he could write a lot.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, he could write a lot, and he can write a lot to where it's like, Stan, why are you explaining this? Why are we explaining these thoughts so much? There's so much to read, but it was pretty cool. It was I had never really read anything by Stan Lee, and I started reading his stuff, and I'm like, well, it was very good. It was very good.
Yeah, that's a perfect. Here, I'm gonna take off your screen for a second.
Yeah.
That's a perfect segue talking about Stan Lee because I want everyone to know. Let's see that.
Woo!
Yeah, Man-Child issue 1 is on Kickstarter. The pre-launch page. So we got 40 followers right now.
Dang, dude.
Which is awesome. So it's been building, trying to get to 100. Let me put the link in the chat again. But yeah, if everyone can click this link, go to this sign up page and sign up for when we launch. It's going to be launching August 2nd. And it says right there, the the premiere issue in a limited series dedicated to the work and life of comics legend Stan Lee. And I've been reading. That's so cool you brought him up because I'm reading and researching a ton of Stan Lee, his life, and all his early stuff that he did with Marvel, and even the Golden Age stuff that he did with Timely Comics before they were Marvel, and just kind of getting in his head because Manchild is a lot of the way that it's written is an homage to like his work and the way he would write and the way he would write so much and like explain everything. Like I read those comics and I'm like you can tell that they didn't exactly know what comics were, like until later on because it's like there he explains everything. It's like overcompensating for every little thing that's happening, and you can't do that in comics now. I mean, it's not welcome. Like it's supposed to be all show, no tell, and that's all Stanley does. I mean, like it's very much telling you what's happening, why they're here, why this character is moving over there instead of just showing them move over there. It's
Yeah.
like and like having it be described in dialogue. It's like him narrating everything, and
Right.
yeah, it's crazy. It's really and it's exhausting. It really is. It's great. He's a great writer, but yeah, like that's something that I loved reading those as a kid, but it was also so much to read, and I'm going back to those now, and I'm looking back on Spider Man, his Captain America, his Thor, his X Men, all that stuff, and I found a new love for it because um, something that old comics did that new comics don't do is they give you so much. I mean, like there's so much like happening on the page in Silver Age stuff and in older comics that like there could be something that happens in like one page that might take like a whole issue of a modern comic to like go through because like they'll have these characters go from this spot to this spot and then fight that guy in like one panel and then go to a different person and like the pacing is so like just intense and like scrunched in, and I mean almost every page is like 7 to 8 panels. I mean there's barely um like just a splash page. I mean the splash page was the first page and that was it. It's like there are no two pagers. There are no just one image on this one page. It's completely different from how we think about comics now. So it's been really, really incredible to look back and just see how the art form has changed over the years and
Hmm.
how we make comics differently now. And but so there's a lot of that in Manchild, which is really cool. Like the the main superhero, all his stuff is written in the style of like Stan Lee. So it's like, behold, and like all this stuff, and like it's so um there's so much gravitas and bravado and all that kind of like, it's all a hype, it's like uh peer into this new adventure and all that stuff. It's like listening to a radio story. When you read those comics, it's like an old radio serial or something. And that's something that I wanted to emulate in Manchild. And
Did
it's
you come up with like the designs for this costume?
yeah. Hmm.
You came up with the design, and then and then this guy just drew it. Not
Yeah,
like that. Okay.
Jay Mazar, we I sent him some designs and then we refined it, and that's what it ended up being as. So yeah, like I wanted his costume to be all black, and let me take this off and let's see, because I want to show this because this is freaking sick. Let's see, yeah. So this is of course the variant cover by Welby
Dang.
for Manchild issue 1. This is one of the variant covers, and is just gorgeous. I revealed this on the on my YouTube channel here last week, and have gotten a lot of great response from it. Let's see, let me put this on full screen here. So yeah, like in that costume, it's when I sent him the design, it was all black with a monarch butterfly on his chest, and then I had more white in the costume, like more peppered throughout. You know, maybe like outlining his ribs or his waist or something. But we realized that it was really unnecessary for the costume design, and we really wanted to streamline it. So there's only white like on his shoulders and then on his fingertips and on his toes and his knees, and then of course his eyes. But um, that was one of the. It's a really striking design, and I'm really proud of it. Really happy with it. And it's a for those wondering. It's basically for me when I was designing it and sketching it out. It's a combination of like Ant-Man and Black Bolt and a little bit of Spider-Man just like kind of thrown in together. So if you look at those old costumes, you can kind of see the inspiration for that. But yeah, this is Welby. He has worked for Marvel, doing Marvel's X with Jim Kruger and Alex Ross, and then did the No Ones with Jim Kruger, published by Cave Pictures Publishing. And this was the first variant cover. There's going to be 4 altogether, and then the main cover for issue 1. So, yeah, guys, like go to the Kickstarter pre-launch page and sign up. I'm trying to get to 100 followers so that when we launch, we can have 100 backers like on day 1 and just have it be like, a really successful campaign. So I'm really, really excited. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of great feedback on this cover. And if you look, like all the butterflies like that are swarming him and that are making up the background, it's insane. Like I don't know how he did this.
I know.
So it's just
it's cool.
Yeah, like when he sent it to me, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And what's really cool is, you were the first one. And I'm going to share this too. Um, you were the first one to ever do work, like
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
I did.
Yeah, for me and child, basically. Let me bring it up here. Find it. Yeah. Let's see. And I'm gonna try to make this a. Oh, that's not right. I'm gonna try to make this a print, or I definitely have it like in the book. Yeah. So Anthony did this really very early on when I had like just written the first script for issue 1, like the first draft, and I wanted to put this on here. This was a teaser for announcing the series, which I did last year in 2020. I teased this in 2019, and the series was born from when Stanley passed away, and it was like a shot heard around the world, and I was like completely, you don't like you. It's like he's not here anymore. Like you think about, like you always imagine those people and those like heroes and those people that you love like being there forever, and when they're not there, it just totally changes your perspective. And it did that for me, and I was like, um, I want to do something for him and like to celebrate his life and like just what he's done like for me as a um, creator, and as like giving me my childhood, and all those great creators and people that have spent their life like making growing up like more fun and better than it could have ever been, and creating Marvel comics and all the movies that we get and all that stuff. It's crazy.
So you can look at the other designs here.
Yeah, let me
on my screen share.
Yeah.
See that? Like,
yeah, we did go through a couple different kinds.
maybe did
Oh
that.
man, yeah.
This was like a little lighter. I think this is the one we settled for.
Yeah, that's the one we settled on. Yeah,
I liked it without it. I think like this is what I liked a lot. I think, but I think overall, like it came out looking really cool.
Yeah, I love that. I think what I'm gonna do is have that be the back cover for Man Child issue 1,
Mm,
um, and then also make like a
yeah.
like a print for it too. I think it'd be really cool.
Did you ever see that that Stan Lee reality TV show? Where
I don't
if you
think
wanted to,
so.
you wanted
Yeah,
to
I don't think
become a
so.
hero, they wanted to become a hero or something like that. Like these
Oh,
people, they
oh
were.
yeah. I didn't watch it, but I know what you're talking about.
It was so bad, dude. It was like one of the things was like they had they had so everybody was like dressed up as their superhero persona or something, right? I don't know. I don't know if they made up the costumes or they had to choose what they were wearing. And then there was like one of the games or one of the things to prove that you're a hero. One of the things was like they had two prison inmates or something like that.
What?
Come out, and they were obviously actors. They were one of them you knew was an actor. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like you've seen her, but she's such a D-list actor. She's not chosen for any major roles that you wouldn't even know. Like, unless you've seen a lot of movies, you would see this woman. And I knew who she was. I remember seeing her like in Boondock Saints. If anybody's ever seen Boondock Saints, she was the woman that, like, they used to say that they used to be able to beat their wives with a stick that was no bigger than their wrist. They could beat their wives. They're legally able to. She's the one in the beginning of the film that says that. And so then she punches one of the main characters or something. Anyways, but that was her. Okay. And so they made them think that they were real, like, prison inmates basically let out for this event, for this TV show. And so basically, to prove that you're a hero, I don't remember what the point of it was, but they had to try to sit on their lap.
Oh.
The heroes, the people who are trying to become heroes, Stan Lee said that you have to sit on their laps or something like that, or get them to do something. Like, you have to get close enough to them to, like, touch them in a whatever.
Oh,
Stan Lee. Okay, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
But now that I understand about, like, reality TV shows, that it's just the majority of it is
it's
obviously
all,
very very fake and very scripted and everything else. But I just remember thinking that, and I remember at the end of that whole thing with the guy who won the whole thing, like, he was just bawling and crying and very like pathetically, and he was just like saying how Stan Lee but this is like a real thing too, where it's like a lot of people look up to Stan Lee because that's probably all they had, like, to read these children's fantasy. It's like a children's fantasy escapism books. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're. I mean, these are childhood fantasy, dressed up as heroes, fight the bad guys, and, like, so this guy was like bawling at the end of the whole thing, like, just like talking about how he sees him as a father figure and all that kind of stuff.
Oh man.
Anyways, but I just remember that ridiculous everything about the show was ridiculous. But I remember that one thing about that you have to sit on the lap, and I remember it was like the girl, like, she had to go to the girl prison inmate or something like that, and she had to sit on her lap, and she's just had to get close enough. Then she sat on her lap, and then the prison inmate's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh my god!
So it's like it was ridiculous. Anyways, so whatever. Stan Lee was a part of it. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I'll have to find that.
Like, yeah. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, and there's a lot that he did, and a lot that was like after he had died about elderly abuse and all this stuff, like a lot of things that came out, and
Who Wants to Be a Superhero? That's what it's called. In 2006, you can watch it on Hulu if you got Hulu.
Okay, yeah, I got Hulu. I can check that out.
Oh my god!
But yeah, with what happened to him later in his life, that shouldn't have happened, and that was another part of me wanting to do something, for him and for comic book readers. It's like, this man wasn't treated right, and he gave so many people so much, and I think I've found a new appreciation for him that I never had before in reading his stuff and going back and looking back on it. And of course with Jack Kirby too. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it wasn't just Stan Lee, and I think that's a lot of people give him a lot of flack for like maybe taking too much of the credit. Um, and I read a few biographies and a lot of different stuff on him and about just how that all went down. And it's a really interesting process and story because there's just so much they didn't know. They didn't know they were going to create pop culture. It's like they didn't know they were going to take the world by storm. And,
right.
They were just making comics, and that's crazy to think about.
Well, there was one specific artist. I forgot who his name was. I don't know if it was Steve Ditko. I'm not sure who it was, but
yeah.
So it was like one of these artists that he was really, really good. Mm-hmm. And he never really got to do his sort of own thing, like his own magnum opus, his own, like, this is my book, because everything, like, whenever I remember where he, like, there was one that he was doing, like the Silver Surfer or something like that. He was doing like a book, and he was drawing it. And the story goes, like, he goes and presents it to Stan Lee, and Stan Lee goes, like, this doesn't look really like Jack Kirby. Right, so it's like it always kind of goes back to that. It kind of goes back to the Jack. We have to make this look like Jack Kirby. It has to kind of go back to that. So he never really. So, but I forgot which artist that was. I don't know. Steve Ditko comes to mind, but I'm not sure who it was. But when he did things on his own and he did his own stories, he was actually like really good at what he was doing. And I just remember that. I just remember that was one of the things about working with Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and Jack Kirby was the standard. It was the style of what you had to do. But what were you going to say? You were.
Oh no, I was done. I was good.
Okay.
I was gonna kind of getting off of Man-Child and stuff. I want to show stuff off. So let's
stuff off.
Yeah, let's show some things. These are we'll get to them, but these are prints and bookmarks and stickers and things that backers are going to get when I get Seasons Volume 2, get all the books and ship them out to people. So if you're a backer and you're watching this right now, you're going to see some of the first goodies, and these were things that we hit stretch goals for. So like we had a stretch goal for like this particular art print. Everyone gets that art print. So like every backer, like, you might not know this if I don't know if you if you weren't paying attention to the campaigns and you're a backer, there's a lot of things you're going to get that you didn't necessarily pay for, but they're just like freebies and things that you get and really cool fun stuff. So the first thing I'm going to show, this is going to be for everyone who got a collector's edition. I'll put myself here just to make it a little easier, but for everyone who got the collector's edition of Volume 2, I just got these printed today. These are the book plates for Volume 2. So they're going to be numbered and signed by Anthony and I. And for everyone who got a collector's edition, just like with Volume 1, we have a particular image that we chose. It's black and white, and we'll have our signatures here and here, and then we'll have it numbered. Excuse me. And so we chose the Vine image, that great banner for summer for the book plate. So really, really, it came out great.
One of the first teasers.
Yeah, that was the first promo image. Yeah, for summer was that. So we got that. And going into that, this is a print that everyone's going to be getting.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. I got this printed. If I can make sure the light isn't on it. But yeah,
Dang.
so everyone's gonna get this, and I'll send these to you too, Anthony.
Better.
But yeah,
Sheesh.
it's glossy, it's beautiful, and everyone's getting this. So yeah, they're getting that one.
Woohoo!
And, so that's for volume 2. That's the volume 2 banner, and this is volume 1. Got this printed, so everyone's gonna get this
Look at
print as
that.
well.
That was the first season's title.
Yeah, that's right. People are going to get both of these, and they'll have volumes 1 and 2, and we're going to keep doing this with each book, like having a kind of a big promo image and something for people to remember it by. And I remember with this one, we were actually thinking of like this being the cover to like issue 1.
Right.
But then we were like, no, let's just turn this into like a promo image, and then we had the cover for the graphic novel itself. But yeah, so it's really cool. So there are those two, and then a few backers. This is the Kickstarter exclusive art print that people are going to be getting that backed at this tier. So getting that, and that's what's behind you right now. Yep. So yeah, it's awesome. Came out really well. It looks beautiful, and they're all glossy on the outside there. There's that, and then so that's for a particular group of people that are getting that. And then we unlocked bookmarks. So I got this.
I did not even know that.
Yeah, I got these bookmarks made, and they came out really cool. I'm really happy with them. I love bookmarks. Like, it's just something I really like getting, and
Dork.
I am, but hey, this is gonna be the best bookmark. You're gonna want this bookmark. But so there's Heath.
Whoa, dude. That's cool.
And then this is the thing. It's double sided. So on the other side,
what?
It's Fletcher.
Ooh, what?
Yeah.
Dude.
It's so cool.
That looks really cool, dude.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
So yeah, I took 2 of my favorite panels, and I was like, these could be bookmarks. Like, they totally could be. And yeah, so
cool, dude.
So whatever you're feeling that day, if you're feeling Heath, if you're feeling Fletcher, whatever you want. So that's really cool. And then I got, everyone's gonna get one of these. It's a Seasons sticker. Let's see if I can. And it's the circle with the purple letters Seasons, and it's a circular sticker. So yeah, people can put that on whatever they want.
I don't know. Is it? Do you think it's a spiral?
Yeah, it's a.
I guess it's a spiral. You can say that.
Yeah,
that's like I always considered it the season spiral.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't like start in the beginning and then kind of go out, it kind of has its own rows.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that came out really good. What I'd like to do is like make
like glasses out of them.
Well, yeah.
Make lenses.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to make like one for each book. So like this is purple, and then like a red one, and then like whatever the other colors for the other books are going to be. That way people can kind of have like a collection of them. So we'll see what we can do with that, but it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. And then also, everyone is going to get a man-child little postcard in their package, letting them know that it launches August 2nd. So all the backers, they'll get this, and it'll be a little reminder and a little cool thing that they can keep. This is the first like promotional piece that I did for man-child. So like, so yeah, it came out really good. It has the Foxhole Comics logo there. And it's cool. And then, so the last thing, I'll be done after this. I finally made Foxhole Comics business cards.
Ah.
So this is really cool. And so this is the front, and then the back has all of my info.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that.
That's right. Yeah, I took that from the promo stuff that we made.
It looks similar.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah. Yeah.
I was
cool.
like, that's perfect. So
awesome.
So yeah, I'll have all this stuff at the con coming up in a couple weeks.
Dude, it's so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell the prints, sell everything. I'll probably do a deal like, hey, if you buy both books, like you'll get these, prints for free or whatever. But
yeah, you just get all this stuff, give all the goodies.
Yeah. So
give all the goodies away.
I know you have some sketches for backers.
Yeah. Let me grab these real quick.
Yeah. And these are I'll put you on full screen here, and these are
so right now I did them together. So I was kind of messing around with like how I want Fletcher to look in this one here. Yeah. And then I was like, I did this really cool one. I like this one a lot. So whoever's gonna get this, the lucky person.
That's sick, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, this is like the dark power and the light power. You can kind of see it, but
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are for backers that did the original sketch tier. So wow, that's cool. Sick, dude.
I sat down, dude, for like 3 hours and just drew a bunch of pictures. So that's Heath. And Heath is this is Heath. You know what I mean? Like I was like trying to figure out like a style and like, I want Heath to like look a certain way. And I was like, as I was going on again, like he's just a big dude. He's a big dude, yeah. He's a manly guy. And yeah. And then there is Aiden. Right there.
Oh, dude.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. Backers are going to be really happy to get those.
Now, and then I was like, you know what? I'll do some power stuff. I'll do something with powers. So you see him right there.
Whoa.
So that was pretty cool. I was having fun with that. And then just some more action poses with Aiden.
Cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I was really surprised. A lot of people wanted Aiden, which was really cool. Like, because I asked all the people that got the original sketch tier, like, which character do you want? And yeah, a lot of them picked Aiden.
I did sort of like she's just thinking.
Oh, that's Judith. Cool. That's Judith. Yeah.
Yeah. And then here's this one where she's sort of floating.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Man, that turned out really good.
And then we have.
We got a Learner Bear saying, getting sketches is so cool. There's something really personal about that. Yeah, agreed. Oh, that's Xander. Nice.
It's one of my favorite characters. But yeah. So we'll see what happens with him in the story.
Yeah,
he was a lot of fun.
Cool.
And then we have Fire.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's pretty sick. I like that one. He looks like beastly.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. He's like cracking. I don't know if you can see the veins and the cracks.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude. Those were the sketches.
Nice.
Yeah, man. The one of the funniest things, and I'll show you, this was like adding the people to the book.
Uh-huh.
So let me find the page real quick. And so we added. But do we want to wait? Do you want me to show this? Does it matter? I don't know if they're even here.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want people to know that we really did we did put backers into the book, and we did it with the first one too. But there was a few more people with the second book that we put in. So
okay,
that's
so
really
check
cool.
This out.
You're gonna be happy.
So this is one of my favorite pages. It's like a lot of motion in this scene.
Yeah.
When he comes back to the scene where the earthquake happened, and then he grabs a photo from the floor.
Yeah.
And he picks it up and he sees there's a backer. So I drew a backer into the whole thing.
Yeah, and dude, that's one of my friends.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's
Like,
Justin. That's
yeah,
Justin. So he's gonna be really happy because
yeah.
that's such an important scene too. Like he's like in a
I know he's
really
like in
great.
it.
Yeah, he's in the scene. Like that's awesome.
It just kind of whenever I look at this, it always looks like he's just like, oh god, like he's looking at the photo and he's just like, oh god, this kid, like he doesn't like the kid, like whoever that is, you know what I mean? Like in there, he's just like, oh,
Yeah,
and then he looks back at the scene,
the way
it's like,
yeah, like the way it's supposed to be like going back, because Heath is a doctor to these patients, and he's looking at one
right,
of his patients, and he's like, he lost these people that he was trying to take care of, and such a great page, man.
look at that,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, the memorial scene, like oh man, like so good. And so different from like that's what's so cool about summer. It's so different from spring. Like it's the same, it's
Yeah,
still us and it's still the same, story, but uh the atmosphere, um the themes and kind of the
yeah.
mood is like different and um
It
man,
is a definitely like a different book. It's very different.
yeah.
Yeah. I just like it's always that it's like he looks like this dorky kid in this picture. I put that shirt and a dorky kid, and he's just like, like, and he wasn't even
I'll have to
wearing
tell
that.
Justin
I
I'll
just
have to
like
tell
found
Justin
another picture of him or something because it's like on your name. It was like the name of him. I looked him up on Facebook, and I just found another picture because I didn't like what he gave me.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, because it wasn't working, and I was like, oh yeah, let's have him wave, like wave. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
he kind of looks like a dork. And then he's just like, and he throws it down. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
he's
no.
like, hated this kid.
But yeah, no, this was a really cool scene to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, go through every little. I had to make little just white. It was all just white squares, and
Uh-huh.
just kind of place them around in
Wow.
various places, and then
Goodness.
duplicate it and kind of twist them around, and then add a little bit more, and then kind of fill it in. And then
Yeah.
I had to write on there all this stuff, so there was no, yeah. So these really cool pens too. It's just like the way that it comes off. It makes it look really cool and like uh, I don't know. I just like the effects that I was able to do with this page. So
Yeah, man.
with a lot of
Me
the pages there.
too.
So every little thing here, dude. Yeah, it was fun. It was very fun. I like the way Heath is standing right there.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Learner Bear says incredible panel with the photos.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, I think this is one of um I mean, I can only say this so many times, but with that page, I think that's one of the best pages, of like the sequence of pages that like with pacing and with how the final issue, how it all culminates together, because it's a pretty important page because it's a realization for Heath too, with where we are in the story, but you're really letting the art speak. Like I knew, I was like, there doesn't need to be any writing on this page because the art is just gonna sell it, and it's just
What would Stan Lee have said right
oh
here?
my, yeah. See,
What would he?
yeah, it'd be like, uh, like meanwhile, while Heath is at the memorial of the hospital from long ago, and then editor's note, see seasons issue 5, and then it would say, as he looks on the many deceased and dead, and
Yeah,
then
it's
have
like
all these thought bubbles of Heath like going on, like thinking all these
the
different things,
emotions I'm
like
feeling. Right? It's like
yeah, like oh, so many lost, so many gone, like
yeah.
I couldn't save them all, just all this stuff. Just something so, just dramatic and soap opera, just has that soap opera feel.
Yeah. And dude, you haven't even got to the scene in, how far are you in Bakuman right now?
I'm on volume 9 right now.
Oh, you're not even.
Yeah, I'm not even halfway, dude. I've been writing a lot. So I've been working a lot on Manchild and doing a lot of research and rereading and looking at things. So all my comic time has been really taken from other comics that I've been reading. But I love it. It's so good. Like I want to read it as soon as I can. I just came from the comic book store before we started the stream, and I got a few new books that I'm really excited to check out. One of them is this horror book that just came out called Nice House on the Lake. It's like this new horror book that DC is putting under their Black Label, and I've heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about it, and I haven't really read a lot of horror comics. And I know you love horror, so I'd recommend. I'll let you know how I think of it when I finish it.
Yeah, I'm going back and reading a lot of the like I'm reading Vampirilla and Creepy and Eerie and Tales from the Crypt. I'm going back and reading a lot of that stuff. Like, holy moly, Archie Goodwin, Alex Toth, but there's just like a ton of people, like these great artists that did all of this stuff that I didn't even know, dude.
Yeah,
I'm so behind. I'm so behind. Like I'm like going to all these comics, man. Like it's insane the amount of stuff that's out there, man. And you try to go buy it. You try to go buy it, and it's like hundreds of dollars right now. Like you get like a whole collection or something. Yeah. And then you try. I don't want to do everything Kindle. So anyways, but yeah, it's insane, dude.
Definitely, always like, I recommend to anyone like go to the library. Like you'll find stuff that you didn't know you'd find.
Right.
Yeah. I did want to show also I forgot but I have some of these original pages from volume 2 that people are going to be getting.
Whoa.
So let's look at these. Of course, they'll choose which one they want. A lot of people, I think there's only about 4 or 5 people that got original pages.
Dang.
But
that's still a lot, dude.
That's still a lot. I mean,
wait, how many did you get last time? There wasn't.
I think it was just like 1 or 2. Yeah, it wasn't.
That's
wasn't very
a lot
many.
Was like 5 people. Like holy moly,
Yeah, I was like, whoa. And these are the people that really supported us, and like really gave us a lot of support, and it was like the highest tier for both campaigns. And so this is page 1 from Summer, and so a backer might get this one if they choose this one. They might get this one. So that's pretty sick. And yeah, Anthony dropped these off to me when he came to visit.
Personally,
yeah.
I remember the stream I was drawing that on. I was on Jason's stream.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the apartment sitting there just inking that thing. Yeah, I don't remember what stream that was. I forget. But yeah.
Here's another one.
Yeah, because then what I did with this one is that then I on a separate page on another page I just drew like a hole I just did ink.
Oh,
so I created this hole on a separate page, and then I scanned it, and then I put it in there.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. I never kept that thing. I just threw it away, I think, because it wasn't connected to the page or anything,
Yeah. This one's insane still.
Dang.
This is page 2, and this has all that debris on the top there.
Just all detailed out.
Yeah.
I was listening to Ethan Van Sciver at the time, I think. And so
detail.
And then I was like reading Boichi stuff. And then he just like insane detail. And that one right there, I was like, I kind of gave up.
Yeah.
And then I did, I went into digital.
Yeah, that's right. And this is the first page that Heath shows up on. So this is at the beginning of summer.
Oh yeah,
that's
a cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
This is one where we made sure that like the water was like going through Heath's feet because he's like wind, you know. So like on this panel,
and then it's hitting. It's supposed to be hitting.
Yeah, it hits Fletcher's. I think you touched that up digitally.
Yeah, I did. Another cool one. Yeah. I fixed Heath's face in that one, and so he looks kind of tiny in these pages in the beginning. Yeah. And I was like, wait, no,
and this is
a big dude.
That
right there you go. That's
the bookmark.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. So yeah, like some backers are gonna get these pages. Like it's pretty amazing. And they might get some of volume 1 too. I think that's how I had the reward set up to where they can choose a page from volume 1 or 2. And so yeah, I'll send those out when we get the books. It's gonna be sweet, man. Well, hey, I think this might be a good time to call it.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, we've been on here.
Got everything we wanted to cover, and again, I'm gonna say it again for everyone, but please go back seasons on Indiegogo. Pull it up here if you haven't yet. It's still in demand on Indiegogo. It's going to be on there. I think I'm going to keep that on there really for as long as I can. Probably after I get the books, and as we kind of wind down summer and start going into fall, I'll probably be when I take it down. But you can still get volumes 1 and 2, over 100 pages each. You can still get the books on Indiegogo right now, and so please do that if you haven't yet.
It's coming soon. It's all on its way.
You'll get it really soon. Like for everyone that backs now, you'll get it in the next like month or two.
Yeah, this isn't like the the space program where a bunch of projects are trying to put satellites up and trying to get things into space, and then no one ever hears from them for like 2 years, and and even though the campaign was like $200,000, and they funded it, and they don't get any updates or nothing like that. No, we're not like NASA. We're not like anybody trying to go to space. We have a comic, and it'll be on its way very soon.
Yeah, very soon.
And Manchild, dude, it looks awesome. Yeah. Well, you got to get me in on this. When are you gonna tell me to do my? You're not gonna let me do a variant cover?
No, I'm definitely. You're still in queue. Like I'm still kind of figuring out how I want, because depending on how many variant covers I get, that's how many copies I need to print. And
right. So I'll do issue 2 or something.
Yeah,
so issue 1 is so.
There might be
personal.
We might do something where like because I have a really good feeling about this campaign, and if it is as successful as I want it to be, there's going to be some stretch goals, and I'm thinking maybe a stretch goal would be maybe like a season's man-child like crossover mashup, like print or something, like
dude,
where
be so cool.
Yeah,
we should do a crossover.
Do like
my God, dude.
Like, it could be like a little short story, or it could just be a print, and it could have Fletcher and
oh
this,
my God.
And
yeah, you should start writing a story of seasons. Like, how would Manchild, that world, go with the seasons world? Because now we know the seasons world is we don't know. We don't know much about this. We're seeing things are going to be revealed in summer about the season's world. Dude, do that. Start writing a story, and we can figure something out. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. I'm thinking I think it'd be really cool. I was thinking maybe doing something, and I've seen other creators do this, but have a Foxhole Comics print where all the stuff that I've done, different characters can be on this one print, and so we could have Fletcher and other seasons characters with a character from Lifeline, and then also Man-Child, and just different stuff. And I think it could be really sweet. Lunar Bear says could be a story that turns out to be a crazy dream. Yeah, totally. It could be really cool. But yeah, I definitely want
Dude, it would be so sick if we did that. It's just all it is just a few pages or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a little short story in the first issue or something.
Yeah, I mean, Tenaple has previews of little mini comics, like 22-page mini comics or something like that inside there. So what if you get a second issue of a crossover?
Yeah, dude, that'd be really cool. So
that'd be really cool if we did that.
Yeah,
I think you should write a story for that.
I'll have to play around with that because I think it would be a really great incentive and something to where if it is really successful and we could print a little short comic, I'd be all for that. I think that would be sweet.
Yeah, dude.
But well, hey, everyone, thanks for watching. We've had a pretty steady amount of viewers, around 10 or so, for most of the streams. So it's been really great, everyone watching. Thanks for tuning in. I want to thank everyone for subscribing to Foxhole Comics on YouTube. Going to be posting, I've been doing really well posting weekly and doing weekly stuff. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been such a great outlet to talk about stuff that we're working on, and gets a lot of great reception from people. I think, I wish I would have been doing this earlier. So it's been a lot of fun. And thanks to everyone for subscribing. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do. We're right at 120. I want to start doing giveaways, probably when we hit around 250 and up. I'd love to do a giveaway for volume 1 or volume 2, or all the books that I've made, and do giveaways and do really cool stuff like that. Do giveaways for prints and that, so we can really build this and really keep this channel alive and do streams like this. And as we get into fall, we're definitely going to be doing art streams and a lot of fun stuff like that, and it's going to be crazy. So everyone stay tuned, and everyone who's subscribed so far, it's been awesome. Thanks for watching, and I think it's grown really well. And thanks, Anthony, for coming on. It's been a while since we did our last stream, so it was a lot of fun. And I think the next time you see us, guys, we're gonna have the books, so it's gonna be super incredible to show off. And your knife. You're I have to have my final word here. You're threatening me.
Oh, that's weird, dude. Look.
That looks weird, yeah.
What the heck?
Is that a tape measure?
Yeah, dude. It's a tape measure.
Looks like a lightsaber.
Yeah, you would bring up Star Wars. God, I can't get away from you guys. All right. So,
all right, guys. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for Lunar Bear for hanging out. Thanks for always showing up. Yeah. Wait, hold on. One more thing. Let me where is it? Page teasers, summer. Okay, summer assembling credits page. Where's all the pages, all the templates and stuff? Other pages.
What's he gonna show us, guys?
What am I? Oh, it's opening up in Adobe. I didn't want it to do that, but it's okay. Let's see. And let's share. Sharing. Right there. And there you go. Who's it?
Whoa, look at that. Hey.
Right there, Learner Bear. You're in the book, Learner Bear.
You're in the book, man.
Yeah, look, a lot of bears are in there. So like in the, see? And the thank yous, right?
Yeah.
And there you see Learner Bear.
Oh, that's so cool. I totally forgot about that. That's great. I'm glad you mentioned
I just started anybody who was like liking and who was always there. Anybody who was just liking stuff, there for the streams, helping us out.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
Dude, that's so cool.
Boom. That's the thank you.
Oh yeah. Man, I can't dude. I know we've been talking about it forever, but just imagine having the book. Just a couple weeks.
Oh,
we can make it. We can.
And then the other one was, hold on. Let's so if any other bears are watching, all you bears,
Smokey the bear.
Let's see. We do a share screen again. And there you go. See, this book is for the bears.
That's right.
Especially those bears in Cincy, right? And this is for all the bears, because my life is better knowing you. Weirder, but better. Onward. All the bears know what that means. The onward. But there you go. This book, I was telling the bears, like right from the beginning of the whole thing, I said this book is to be dedicated to you guys. So all the bears there. So
it's dedicated for me. It's my brother. So he doesn't know this yet. So unless he's watching, I'm sure he's at work right now. But yeah, he's gonna be really happy, I think, when he sees that.
It's like, why is it an eclipse, guys? Why? What is going on? Is that an eclipse?
Maybe.
A lot of weird, strange things happening in this book. All right. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
I'm done now.
All right, guys. Yeah. We'll tune in later here and see everyone. Everyone have a good night. There's Judith, Heath. Thanks for joining us, guys. But yeah, it's been great, and hope everyone has a good evening. And just subscribe if you haven't. Keep up with when we do these streams, and we'll talk to you later.
Later.